going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Actually pursuing is to actually hold cash at the Fed. And so we are in the process of applying to become a Federal Reserve supervised bank. That's a process, obviously, that takes time. So ultimately, I think the goal is you want to make sure that the underlying is as safe as possible. And so we're continuing to move in that direction and hoping to work with Congress, major regulators, to make sure the statutes are really up to par with the kind of innovation that digital currencies like USDC represent.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And Jeremy wants to hold cash at the Federal Reserve. That's right, you heard that correct. Remember, I told you a long time ago, when USDC was used in Venezuela to circumvent Maduro's government, I knew it was all part of the plan. We know fiat is gone. Paper currency is gone. We're going to a cashless society where stable coins, CBDCs, are going to take over and give the New World Order global control. Just like blockchain gives them the all-seeing eye. And then we have robots are not coming. They're here. And guys, we know on the back of the C word, technology is moving fast. They got all these people out of work. They don't want to go back to work. Plus, they're making small businesses pay more money. And we know they barely make it already. So the employees are getting way higher pay than what they normally would get, which is making the small businesses close up. And we know this was part of the plan. I put this in my New World Order book, that the big corporations are now going to be your government. Robots, algorithms, and drones are going to replace humanity in the workforce while the sheep go into the metaverse. Get your friends and family educated and subscribe to this channel. 2022, I'm going to turn it up just a little notch. I'm going to turn it up a notch. Now, my Patreon members, I'm really going to turn it up. Because, guys, right now, we're in a bad situation. Yes, this central bank bubble was created. But they want to do a global collapse of this legacy economy in order to bring on the fourth industrial revolution. And it's going to be a lot of pain. And guys, we have Biden calls Putin. So we have the movie continues as we wait for the main event. And we know the C word now is back global. It's a global conversation. So right now, guys, they have so many events that they can pull to distract the sheep while they run the money in the back door. But we know the Crypto Teacher stays 10 steps ahead. It's like I'm sitting at the table with them, guys. You already know. Because I know when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. Y'all have a wonderful day.
The robot workforce isn't coming. It's already here, according to CNBC's Melissa Repko. She's our retail and consumer reporter, and she joins me now. Melissa, these robots are popping up all over the place, but do they work?
Hi, Kelly. Yes. Well, companies like Buffalo Wild Wings and Sam's Club are turning to these robots to do a variety of tasks, even things like fry chicken wings and scrub the floors or scan inventories for out of stocks.
So they can perform these tasks successfully, which then makes you wonder what other kinds of jobs robots might be taking in the future.
In a lot of cases, companies are looking to robots to do simple, automated, monotonous tasks. So think things like flipping a burger repeatedly or lowering chicken wings into a fryer, or scrubbing floors is a good example with automated cleaners.
What does it mean for workers? Right now, they might need robots because there aren't enough humans, but in the future, will they need humans if there's plenty of robots?
Well, more robots could mean fewer people, but the employers I spoke to emphasize that robots can take some of the stress away and perhaps some of the boring tasks that employees may not want to do anyway. And in some cases, that may help with retention if employees have a little bit more time to tackle tasks that they're needing to do because of the rise of e-commerce or because they're taking on new things. Like at Walgreens, they're using robotic arms, for example, to fulfill prescriptions. And that's coming at a time when pharmacy staffs are taking on a lot of healthcare services like COVID tests and vaccines. So employers say they need to get smarter about the way they use their workforce, and that could change just the day-to-day for workers too.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. The pharmacies are completely overwhelmed right now. So it's an example of.
Melissa, that phone call lasted about 50 minutes, and the White House said that during that conversation, President Biden urged President Putin to de-escalate tensions with Ukraine. The White House saying that the president made clear that the U.S. and its allies would respond decisively if Russia further invaded Ukraine, and that the president expressed support for ongoing diplomatic talks that will occur in Geneva and through NATO early next year. The president also said that substantive progress in those talks could only occur in an environment of de-escalation rather than escalation. Again, President Biden urging Russian President Vladimir Putin to de-escalate tensions with Ukraine during that pivotal phone call this afternoon. Melissa.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.